North Carolina holds on for the 84-71 victory.
We're disappointed like crazy. I mean, seeing Ivory all around the locker room. Seeing these quotes. Feeling this loss.
Right now, I think we're at one of those low points in our season. We've lost 2 games.
Right now, we're not having too much fun. I think we really need to change it up. We just had a team meeting, just the players, and we're talking about how we need to get back to having fun and kind of just getting back our loose kind of play that we were so successful at.
We're just kind of talking like, going back to like having fun, you know what I mean? And that was like the motto of our postseason last year. We just didn't think too much. Now we're becoming a whole bunch of thinkers, which isn't like us.
You just have to learn and grow from it. It's difficult to take a loss, but you have to take it the best way you can. And the only way to do that is to grow and get better.
I want to go through a few things. First and foremost, I want to tell each and every one of you how proud I am in terms of the atmosphere that you created in this locker room. All right, let's start with the positive. All right, I mean, we should be extremely excited about the fact that we were the first team to create a sold-out atmosphere in Comcast Center, should we not? 18,000 people.
I think it's extremely important to start with a positive, especially after a difficult loss, because pretty much you spend 24 hours after the game berating yourself, just negative thoughts, images in terms of what you could have done. And I think, as much as you kind of destroy yourself, you want to build up. And I think it's important to keep the unity, to keep the chemistry together.
Shay, when you got here, what was it like playing your first 2 years in Comcast Center in an empty arena? All right, that's exciting in terms of what we've created. Okay, so I want you to put things in perspective.
I think Coach B is an amazing motivator, and I think she realizes that right now we're not playing our best basketball, and we know, we're admitting it, and at the same time, she knows how to get it out of us.
We have no one to blame but ourselves right now. But big picture, we have got to understand with these 18 practices and 7 games that we have left, this is where we've got to start getting our dominance, our swagger, our confidence. This is where we've got to get it back. This is where you've got to understand there is not a lot of time left. But I'm excited because I know we can do this.
She put in perspective, 17 practices now, 7 games, and it's not that much time.
We knew it was going to be tougher this year, correct? We knew it. Now we're living it. Now we understand it, we feel it.
The choice is really, the accountability is on the players, and the direction that we're going to go towards is really going to be up to the mindset of the 11 individuals in the locker room and where they choose to want to go. If they want to work hard and bring great energy and understand what's ahead, good things are going to happen for us. If they don't want to put in that kind of work, we'll have a pretty mediocre season. So, I just want them to always understand they have choices, and depending on how hard they work, which I know they have a lot of character and they're going to want to work hard, that great things are still ahead for this team.
But the challenge is we can't wait until March 1st and think we're going to turn it on. It hasn't worked up to this point. What reinforces that we're going to be ready for March 1st is our mindset going into practice today, tomorrow, our mindset going into Georgia Tech.
Just so you know, I'm focusing on you today. Starts, in terms of you got to be loud. I know that's not in your comfort level. That's what we need you to be, though.
10 push-ups, Tolliver. I got to hear you down on the baseline.
Finish practice was much more intense.
Good, Lion, good. Nice job. Action. There you go. Goes down.
Good. That's how you talk. That's a great job.
That's something that I have to continue to get better at. It's just a struggle for me. Scout guys, they've just been much more physical with us. got to play at a different intensity, at a different level, and that's what we're trying to get at right now. Well, if we want to play at a certain level, then we have to start doing it in practice, because if we can do it in practice for 2 hours, we can definitely do it for 40 minutes.
Nice patience.
Today was one of the first practices in a long time that everybody really tried to stay excited and bring energy and intensity to the practice.
I look forward to the practices. Just want to get better in each practice that we step into, so we can, work on the things we need to work on and start playing Maryland basketball again.
Just approaching practice like that every day is going to get us so much better.
The first practice went extremely well, and I'm encouraged. By no means was it perfect, but in the same vein, I saw great effort that the team has responded. They want to. They've taken this loss to heart, and they want to get better. Your effort was there today, no question of your effort, but it's got to be a habit. We've got to stay on Crystal for running the floor. We got to stay on Christy Tolliver, and you know what? I take full ownership. It starts with me, and it starts with this coaching staff. We are, for the next 17 days, this is how intense practice will be. We are not going to let you slide.
Terps on 3. 1, 2, 3. Terps.
My parents' advice in tough times was to work hard. You stumble, you fall, you get back up, and you work even harder to get better.
Yeah, she's a fighter. My parents, they got a lot of fight in them, and I think, they pass that on a little bit.
Hi.
For your dad.
How are you? My parents are Bill and Donna Freese.
Well, I think it was always, a hard-working family, even from, her grandmothers on my wife's side of there. They were farmers and worked hard.
Back in my day, of course, go back a little ways, I was always pretty determined.
Her mother was a hard-working, and we dairy farmed, and I think got a good hard-working background out of that.
My dad is just, my heart. He's genuine, he's loving, so caring, and is a big part of me in terms of my personality. And he's just down to earth. He loves all his kids and would do anything for them, and is a big piece of who I am today. My mom, Donna, is another big part of me, and has instilled so many things inside of me. My mom has a tremendous work ethic, and obviously to raise 6 kids and work 2 jobs, I just have a great respect and admiration for my mom.
Yeah.
We have the 5 daughters and our 1 son. They just all seem to compete against one another to see who could be the better.
We had a lot of great contests and games that we would play outside on the driveway.
Well, out on our driveway, we have floodlights out there, so they'd be out there shooting even when it was dark. But we always try to stop at about 10 o'clock or so the neighbors could get some sleep.
Well, we were having this big family get-together, and it was nice out.
We were having a ball game in the afternoon after a big Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, my Uncle Wayne is my godfather.
Oh, yeah, the Uncle Wayne story.
Oh, yes, her big Uncle Wayne, when they came down, they was out on the driveway, too.
Big family. We always have all our aunts, uncles, cousins over.
There's lots of big relatives. Still some of them on farms, and they're big people.
Got a friendly, what I thought was going to be a friendly basketball game, and divide teams and play in the half court. And somehow I was in high school, about a junior in high school, and got matched up with my Uncle Wayne. And
Being she's my godchild, I thought, well, I could try to take her.
He always reminded me of John Wayne. He was 6'5" and big shoulders. And
the competitive side of me started flowing, and there was a rebound, a loose rebound. I thought I could out-jump my uncle, and thinking that I was going to get this rebound. So we both went up for it. He obviously won.
I got the rebound.
And he came down with a very severe blow to my head. And
She really got caught good.
I think I got the best end of the deal.
he just got a rebound and turned and hit Brenda right between the eyes, and she kept playing.
No, it didn't slow her down. She just kept playing.
She just kept playing.
And I thought she was hurt pretty bad, but she shook it kind of off. And we played the rest of the day. And the next day they said, you ought to see what your niece looks like.
I mean, the bump was huge.
It was a pretty tough looking, completely closed eye bruise that went into the second eye. So
She got these dark circles, and they never really went away. I mean, she had 2 black eyes.
She ended up with 2 black eyes, which made me feel awful sad after I seen that.
It actually looked worse the next day.
She had to go get some x-rays on them, but everything turned out all right.
So we had some good family games out there, that's for sure.
She's tough, and we really enjoyed that day. And she's just such a competitor that's just the way she was.
She ain't afraid to go play with the big boys, and I think this comes in the coaching lines as well.
in times of adversity, growing up in Cedar Rapids, I just learned to stick to your guns, stay balanced. The Midwestern roots, the way I was raised is just have perspective. You can't go too crazy on any direction. Just know that things are going to get better, and stay in the now. Stay where you're at.
After a tough loss on Sunday to number 2 North Carolina, the Terps take their 5-2 ACC record to Atlanta to face the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Terps, Joey, looking to get back on track after a little stumble in the season against North Carolina on Sunday.
We beat ourselves. We were missing defensive assignments.
Williams, now she dribbles with the left hand. Now she makes a U all the way to the left side of the basket. Loki Garner, she puts it up and in.
We weren't boxing up.
Wilson now gets the slashing. Williams, she puts it up off the glass. No good. Nobody boxed out.
We gave them easy second chance opportunities.
Higgs backdoor. Nice help by Crystal Langhorn. Higgs splits the D. No good off the glass. Rebound comes down though with Blackman. Her shot goes up. No good. Mitchell with the rebound. She puts it in.
It came down to our defensive breakdown. So it was all on us.
The game is intense. I mean, they're a very, very athletic team. They're basically like North Carolina, and they attack the glass. That's where we went wrong.
Took an L tonight. We made a step forward. I promise you we did. We stick together. That is going to be the biggest thing you find in terms of adversity, is that every single person in this locker room understands that the season, because of where we're at, season isn't over.
I don't know. I just don't even know if all of us are like, dang, we really did lose to Georgia Tech. Like, did that really happen? Because like the whole time, like, this feels like a dream.
I think everybody handles a loss differently than the next person. And some people were really, really down and just really down and out about it. And then there were a lot of people who were just, trying to stay positive and just telling everybody, you gotta keep in this and just know that we're gonna get better.
But I think we did better in certain areas.
This is an area that this team hasn't been in. To have back-to-back games, against Carolina and now Georgia Tech, a lot of emotion that you saw from each and every player, just the accountability that they don't want to continue to feel this way.
I try not to get too mad after games, but I don't think I've been this mad in about 2 years, so I'm very angry right now.
Anger and disappointment all together. Just angry that we just let that game slip.
You definitely feel the sting. You have a sour taste in your mouth, and you just cannot wait to get back out on the court and correct it and fix it.
We can't look at it as a loss, or we just need to look at it as a learning experience.
It's a wake-up call for us. I mean, we didn't expect to lose any of those games, and we did. And you come in thinking you're at a certain level, and hey, we're not at that level yet, which is good because we don't want to peak right now. So we just got to learn from it and keep our heads up. Boston College, honestly, I hope it's only 2 days, but I hope we see a big improvement.
Hopefully this Boston College game, you'll see that we've made improvements and we're not going to fold.
I swear we better not ever feel this again. Rolled out. No, it was like this. Look.
When we walked out, I saw a couple of my friends from Boston College. I really think that's a classy program. I love all the girls on that team. They're always really nice and competitive, and they play hard. And a couple of them I know from high school and AAU, and I took an unofficial visit there. Went back in the day on my recruiting visit. So I do admire those girls.
It was good to see you.
I mean, when we know other players on other teams, we're friendly to them before the game, and then it's business on the court, and then you can be friendly after.
Right now, I'm hyped. I'm anxious to play. We just coming off of 2 losses, and that's my music in the background. I'm sorry.
I even got a little swag in my limb.
Hey, that's me. We can't listen to no like slow jams. We gotta listen to that hard, dirty South crunk music to get hype and get our minds right before the game.
We're ready to get back on the court and seek revenge after these 2 losses we suffered.
To win today's game, I definitely think we can't have breakdowns. Lately, we've been having some mental breakdowns.
I feel great right now. Looking forward to playing again, playing at home, kind of redeeming ourselves, getting our confidence back.
So Sunday, we lost to North Carolina. Then we lost to Georgia Tech. That was 2 in a row.
It's been since 2005 since we lost 2 in a row. So it's going to take character, it's going to take heart, and this team has both. So I look forward to getting out there and displaying our dominance today.
It's game time. Another opportunity for us to go out and to be able to show that we're going to continue to improve and get better.
You got to go out. You got to start playing like the champions that you are. All right, let's go.
Up to Tolliver. Tolliver down to the baseline. Duran, 15-foot jumper is good for Shea. Rusin at the left sideline. Skip pass, then for Pico, stolen away by Duran. Duran all the way for the easy layup. 4 for Shea Duran. Timeout, Boston College.
Our defense dictated a lot of fast breaks and stuff, which we really needed to get our confidence back as guards.
It's the hardest defense we played so far, the best defense we played.
60-32 Terps. Hagler wide open on the other end and from behind. Coleman comes from behind to block the shot. Nice shot blocked by the Cheltenham, Maryland sophomore from St. John's. Wiley Gatewood with the rebound. Wiley Gatewood left side to Coleman. Coleman, her skip pass intended for Newman, out of bounds.
First I had a smile on my face because, we would be the one to pass the ball over to me on the bench. But, what was going through my mind was I just wanted Marissa to know that I wasn't in the game. I was, not wearing the white jersey. I was wearing colored and, try to have a little bit of fun in the moment.
Brenda Frese reminding her players, hey, I'm not in the game right now. Don't pass it to me.
No Coleman there for the rebound. Wraparound pass. Harper scores, and she's fouled.
We started to show a little bit of our swagger on the offensive end as well as defensively. It was the biggest step, being able to handle Boston College and not being satisfied for 40 minutes. And for us, now we've got to build on this. We can't be satisfied after one game. It's building momentum at this point.
We just needed to get our confidence back, and with this one, I think we got it.
Buzzer sounds and the ball game is over. Terrapins win it by the final of 71-39. Maryland snaps its short 2-game losing streak and improves to 22-3 overall.
Thank God. It's about time. That was much better. Got some room to improve, but that was better.
You know what? I'm not going to say we're back. We still got a lot to work on, so definitely you'll see more to come. You'll see more to come.
Well, losing's no fun. I mean, it's not a feeling that any of us like, especially after losing 2 in a row. It was not a fun feeling to sit with for a week and a half. So we definitely learned a lot for those 2 losses, and I think by the end of the season you're going to see a completely different Maryland team.
We haven't been having fun the last week, and we have to get back to that because we love each other. We love spending time with each other, and I don't have a lot left, and I definitely want to enjoy the rest of my time here.
Terps on 3, 1, 2, 3. Terps! Sum up this week. This week has been very intense and hard for this team. Just coming off of 2 losses back-to-back, we definitely wanted to come in the gym and throughout the week and give it our all and work really hard at getting better at things we need to work on.
It's been a week of ups and downs for us, really. Had 2 very tough losses. This game is putting us back into where we are, but we're not there yet. We're still going to keep building on this win and building in practice and getting better. So it's been a tough week, but I think it'll make us better in the long run. It's been a roller coaster, had ups and downs throughout this week, but right now we're on a high and we're just going to continue to get better.
I guess it's probably like one of the most tumultuous weeks we've had since I've been here in school. Back-to-back losses is kind of unheard of for this team, and it takes a lot to just be able to handle that mentally, physically, all that.
I think I've taken away from this that if we put our minds to it, then we can accomplish anything we want to.
Honestly, I just think that last year, I'm not saying anything was handed to us, but we didn't really have to battle anything through the season. Like, we won 6 overtime games, you know. We lost to #1 teams. We never really had to feel like pain of being hurt. And I think that this week has kind of made us feel that, wow, you know, basketball is a game. You got to win some, you got to lose some. You're not going to win them all. And just definitely think that it showed that we're not a perfect team.
Especially having 2 tough losses this past week and just trying to get better and trying to refocus. I think we just proved to a lot of people that we're not going to fold and we're going to get better.
I'm proud of the character that we showed this week. You know, there was a lot of tough adversity that we faced, you know, especially in our game situations, as well as coming back and, you know, being re-energized in our practice settings to know which direction we were headed. And I'm very pleased that I thought we took a positive step in the right direction.
Tune in next week. Hopefully it'll be a better one for all of us.